Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making a video on Anker Solix. It is a DIY project. So let's move in closer. So if you look around closer to the center panel out over here, just below the display you would see 3 USB-C port, 2 conventional USB port. There is a top display button on the left, on off to your right, a car socket basically. Let's look onto the left side out over here. On the top you would see some switch options, and then of course there are a few inputs out over here. I'll walk you through all over here. So this is the AC 120 watt input out over here, and the overcharge protection around over here. These are the two input ports for solar, the blue ones. So the extreme top one out of here, this is where your actually battery come inverter would basically connect to the power panel. Let's move a little to the down part. So this is where you can extend your battery. This is currently like 3.8 kilowatt hour battery. You can also extend it with similar one. This is for future prospect what the Anker Solix is planning. Again, you can extend some more batteries around over here. Let's move to the other side too. So this is pretty much on the left side. Let's move on to the right side. So out over here you would see a couple of input options. So this is where your chargers would go. This is where your heavy appliances would go. Then pretty much if you look, there are 6 input options which you can use your regular home appliances out over here. And you have like the overcharge protection option out over here on the right, and then again on top right side you would see a small button. That's where like you activate those ports. Let's move around on the top part. So this is basically a trolley option available for you. The battery is pretty heavy, around like 140 pounds. Basically you can lift drag around over here with this trolley option. So this is good option which I liked. Let's pop this thing inside. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like easy to handle, what they call it. My cat. Okay, so pretty much this is what the inverter battery options look like. It is decent. Let's look some next option. So in the next option you see out over here, Anker gave me the cover for the battery, which is kind of like free. Let me put this aside. Let's look inside the home power panel. What do we have inside? Okay, my cat is interested in unboxing out over here. Let her do some security stuffs. Okay, perfect. So let's see what's inside. Okay, here are some warranty card options out over here. I think so I need to activate few things. I'll scan them later. Let me put all this thing aside. Let me remove all these thermocol options. Okay, let me remove this. It's a little heavy. Okay, let me hold on. Okay, in meanwhile I can look what are these wires. So I think so this is for your solar input. These are 2 new connectors. So this is for F3800 plus model. Let me put this thing aside for now. What else? Okay, so this is your cable for charging your battery, AC 120 volts. Let me put this thing to a side. Let's remove the actual home power panel. Okay, let me get a scissor to open this up. The packing is quite good. Okay, So there you go. Beneath you would see two input for the power station 1 and 2. Basically that's your battery and the inverter. There are a couple of options out over here for on and off. Then you have like Wi-Fi options, then when your grid is connected or not, all those options. And on top of this you would see, okay, my cat is inside the box right now. She is trying to look something else. Okay, let me put this thing aside. I'm not sure when I'm gonna use this. Let's see what's beneath. Okay, some more warranty papers, and this is your actual power connector. This is gonna go basically into your home power panel, and the other point would basically go into your battery. This is okay, this is your current transformer, basically to measure the current from your main grid. I should have this two of them. Okay, there's the second one. I see it out over here, and both are fine. Let me check that. Okay, yeah, both are fine. Let me put this thing aside, and then I have, so this is required for the existing panels people might have. Let me keep this thing aside too. So this is how my main grid connection looks like. So I have a 100 amp switch and a 30 amp switch. So in the 30 amp switch, basically I have all my input coming in from grid. The 100 amp is basically for my AC. So basically this is gonna go onto the back side of this cabinet out over here. So you would see this Romex cable is gonna be moved back. Let's start with the connection out over here. So I have put my home power panel out over here. As you can see, I have opened the beneath option where all the wirings would come. I'm gonna basically drill it from the back side over here and gonna install the power panel out over here. So just stay connected out over here. So I have already connected now the power panel. You see the Romex cable is coming from behind. That's gonna be into my input part of the home power panel. So I have already got done with my connections for line 1, line 2, ground and neutral. The other option, the Romex that basically was there into the main grid, is gone into the backup option out over here. If you see on the left and right side, the connections are done. Now this Romex cable is basically going to be routing inside my home, which is going to be powering my home. So guys, as you have seen, I have completed all the installation process. My battery is already powering my home. Today I'm gonna connect the solar panel. So these are the two solar panels as you see out over here. This is a 400 watt each. So I'll be basically using 800 watt as of right now. Let me unbox this thing. Okay, so it looks an interesting panel inside. Let me just grab this thing, pull this out. It's heavy, guys. Okay, let me put this aside for now. Open the second panel too. I like how the Anker has done the packaging. It's kind of a thick put. Let me grab this guy again. It's kind of heavy. Let me put this aside for now. So guys, if you look around over here, what Anker is giving the ratings. So peak power again, of course, it's 400 watts. It gives you a good dimension, how much you're looking at. In the voltage, of course, it's picking up 48 volts and 8.3 amps of current. So pretty much this looks fine for a single panel. Of course, you can scale it like good enough, like 8 to 10 panels, depending on the size of your place. My place is little constructive, so, or I would rather say it's a little less. So I just decided to start off with 2 panel. So guys, I spotted some boxes inside. Let me see what's inside. Okay, so these are your cable connectors. I think so this was for your previous F3800 models. Since I've got a plus model, but I have to still check it out if it is still useful for me. But they have definitely given you some extension panels so that it's not limited to a smaller space. You can extend your panels. I'm gonna keep these guys all aside for now. So let's open up this panel also. I'll put this guy aside. Moving those away. Okay, the moment of truth. Okay. Okay, I have to check out how does this guy open up. Okay, so be mindful around over here. So this is where it would align on the back side. I would initially drop it on the ground so I can slowly, steadily open it. And okay, interesting. This is kind of locked in between somewhere. Okay, so there's a clip around over here too. Okay, oopsie. Okay guys, so I've got the connector started up. So since like the connector what was provided was small, they gave me an extension cable. Of course I'm going to be using that. Let's try out how does it works out. So my batteries are out over here, as you can see over here, and basically I just need to connect to one of the port out over here. It's connected. Let me connect it to my solar panel backside over here. Okay, since like it's not in the sun as of right now, of course there is no information because if you want to come closer over here, since I got this battery installed yesterday, it powered my home for the most of the evening hours. The battery is right now not powering my home because I kept it into an option where 20% needs to be restored for the backup or the outage purpose. So let it charge. Maybe in a couple of hours I would see how does this works out, how much it is powering, how slow or fast it is. I can accordingly then scale the operation as and when needed. But so far this is good. So guys, let this thing power up, charge. I will put this in the sun because the sun is still not out. Let me close this door. Okay, so guys, hopefully you liked all the step process of installation, starting all the way from unboxing, some videos of how the installation went in, and of course it is already powering the house. And finally the last nail in the coffin, I would say, was basically installing the solar panel. Of course this is portable as you saw it. So guys, if you like the content, subscribe to my channel, like my videos. Thank you guys, have a great day ahead. So friends, I have completed the installation out over here, and I'm gonna show you how does it looks like out over here. So this is our home solar power panel. Basically, I'm gonna move closer. You would see option of on off, then you have a Bluetooth Wi-Fi button around over here and couple of more switch options. Beneath, if you see, I'm powering my battery from power station 1. You see this black and white wire. Basically, this is a current transformer measuring current coming from the grid. That big connector basically now connecting to the battery out over here. So power station 1, you can extend it later on. This is the front display area out over here. Basically, I'm seeing all the inputs out over here and all the stats. So pretty much it was a very simple setup. Hope you guys liked this DIY project. Thanks a lot, guys.